That's the only common sense comment I've freaking read. Or am I misunderstanding this? Oh, let me stop because my brain is hurting. The hate. I'm on hate overload now. Y'all don't get tired of the hate? Keeps you up going, huh? Y'all wake up in the morning. It's what drives you in the morning, huh? That's how you get out of the bed. That's what keeps you going. That's how you go to your job. Hate.
The rights of other groups.
Okay, how dangerous is it to be Muslim in India? Question mark. Dun dun dun. So that's the name of this video right here. The caption underneath the video: the founder of Genocide Watch, Dr. Gregory Stanton, believes that genocide may occur in India. How far have the stages of genocide already unfolded in the country? And it's crazy how, like I said, this is not being covered in the media. Okay, so this is January 25th, 2022. Let's play it.
इनकी जनसंख्या को अगर खत्म करना है तो हम मारने को तैयार है, जेल में जाने को तैयार है। मैंने कोई बात फिर कही है, हिंदू को भी अपनी आत्मरक्षा के लिए अस्त्र उठाना पड़ेगा।
Hindus have to pick up weapons and take action.
Hate speech, violence and lynchings against Muslims is on the rise in India. Muslims say that ever since India's PM Narendra Modi and his hardline Hindu Bharatiya Janata Party came to power in 2014, they've been under attack. The BJP denies that they are persecuting Muslims. But there's no doubt that anti-Muslim sentiment is on the rise. But could the violence become so serious it leads to genocide? The founder of Genocide Watch thinks that genocide is impending.
We're warning that genocide could very well happen in India.
Genocide is defined as killing members of a group, causing serious bodily and mental harm, imposing measures to prevent birth, or transferring children from the group, all with the intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. Genocide is a process, not a singular act. Because as UN's advisor on genocide today, Ding said, the Holocaust didn't start with gas chambers, it began with hate speech. Dr. Gregory Stanton developed the 10 stages of genocide, a framework to identify the processes leading up to a potential genocide. Are these stages already unfolding in India? Classification refers to creating a distinction between us versus them and creating a division based on race, religion, or nationality. The ruling party advocates for Hindutva, an ideology that seeks to define India and Indians by their Hindu values. The very idea of creating a purely Hindu nation promotes division between Hindus, Muslims, and other minorities. Names or symbols are used to distinguish between people, and there's a number of examples of this in India. Slogans such as Jai Shri Ram or Victory Toward Ram have been weaponized. Hindu mobs often ask Muslims to chant them and then beat them up. If street vendors are identified as Muslim and selling goods in Hindu localities, they are often beaten up. In 2021, a 14-year-old Muslim boy was beaten for entering a temple to drink water. Discrimination occurs when the dominant group uses laws and customs to deny the rights of other groups. One of the most stark examples is the Citizenship Amendment Act. In 2019, the act, which offers amnesty to immigrants from neighboring countries as long as they are not Muslim, was passed. In the same year, India also revoked the constitutional autonomy granted to the only Muslim majority state in the country, Jammu and Kashmir, and imposed restrictions on the internet and freedom of movement with the arbitrary detention of citizens. A number of states have also banned cow slaughter, which has disproportionately impacted minorities. Muslim cattle traders have been prosecuted, or BJP-affiliated groups have attacked Muslims and Dalits based on rumors that they've killed cows. Politically motivated charges, including that of sedition and terrorism, are also being leveled at Muslim activists across the country. 18 activists in Delhi protesting the Citizenship Amendment Act had charges under an anti-terror law filed against them. Muslims in India have been dehumanized. In Assam, Muslims have been referred to as Bengalis, pests or infiltrators by Hindu groups, and even by government officials. The word jihad has also been weaponized against Muslims. Love jihad is a conspiracy theory which purports that Muslim men lure Hindu women into marriage and conversion. This has led to mob violence and some states enacting anti-conversion laws. Corona jihad is a term that has also been used by hate groups and officials who singled out and accused the Tablighi Jamaat, a Muslim religious group, of hosting super spreader events. Muslims are also commonly referred to as extremists and terrorists. Muslim women activists have been demonized and online auctions targeting them have sprung up on the internet. Organization refers to the state supporting or even arming groups of militias, while polarization refers to continued hate propaganda. The Rastriya Swayam Savak Sangh is a vast all-male Hindu network and has cells around the country. Modi is a long-time member of the group. The group celebrates Hindu culture but also trains members with weapons. Many of the group members have launched attacks on Muslims. In some parts of the country, there's so much Muslim hate that right-wing Hindu groups are even trying to prevent Muslims from offering Friday prayers. And in other parts, historic mosques are being targeted by groups who believe they should be targeted temples. Preparation refers to the planning of violence or genocide, which is often cloaked in euphemisms, such as the final solution in Germany. Recently, right-wing groups have been making reference to cauliflower farming, an open call to genocide. Cauliflower farming refers to the 1989 Nogin massacre, when 116 Muslims were killed by a 4,000-strong mob led by a police officer. Their bodies were buried and camouflaged by the plantation of cauliflower and cabbage. A recent conference organized by monks in Haridwar went viral on the internet. Many of the leaders made anti-Muslim remarks and called for the killing of Muslims. Persecution and extermination and denial are the final stages of genocide. Persecution may refer to death lists being drawn up, property being expropriated, and the target group being deprived of resources. Extermination refers to mass killing, while denial refers to the perpetrators denying that a genocide took place. While deadly violence against Muslims has not been carried out on a mass scale since the BJP's rise to power in 2014, it did happen in 2002 in Gujarat when Narendra Modi was the chief minister of the state. In response to reports that Muslims had set a train carriage carrying Hindu pilgrims alight, mobs ravaged the state, looting, raping, and burning. More than 2,000 Muslims lost their lives and tens of thousands were displaced. The attacks were carefully planned, and a senior police officer and minister now murdered claimed that Modi instructed police not to stand in the way of the killers. Modi denies involvement. Today, it's hard to deny that Muslims are being persecuted across the country. Violence, often carried out by mobs, has already led to the killing of Muslims. In 2019, 53 people were killed in the Delhi riots. An independent investigation by the Delhi Minorities Commission found that the violence was planned and targeted, and some policemen were even involved.
या तो खुद मरने को तैयार रहो या मारने को तैयार रहो, दूसरा कोई विकल्प नहीं है। इसीलिए आपको म्यांमार की तरह यहाँ की पुलिस को, यहाँ के नेताओं को, यहाँ की फौज को, यहाँ के हर हिंदू को अस्त्र उठा करके इस सफाई अभियान को करना पड़ेगा। इसके अलावा कोई दूसरा विकल्प नहीं है।
How dangerous is it to be Muslim in India right now?
How dangerous is it to be Muslim in India right now? This all should sound really familiar to y'all. I don't know if you can hear all the similarities, but I hear so many similarities to right here where I am. And I bet you whoever you are, wherever you are, you can hear similarities too if you listen. And we have to understand that we are a global community, okay? We're a global world. We're global peoples, humans, okay? Global. That we're a global community. So, like I say all the time, if you let them come at any group, then who's to say you're not next? We can't let them do this to anyone, any group, just out of the simple fact that you're going to be, you could be next. I mean, there's more reasons to not allow them to do these things, but everybody can understand self-preservation. Everybody can understand that you could possibly be the group, but we don't think like that. We're like, nah, they'll never come after me. Just like the people who say, nah, I'm not brainwashed. They couldn't possibly brainwash me. Okay. The commercials don't affect me. The ads don't affect me. I'm impervious to ads. Let me read some more. It says, the great man, religion is a way of making... These are the comments underneath the video that I just played. For great men, religion is a way of making friends. Small people make religion a fighting tool. Another comment is, I think it mostly has to do with the northern part of the country. Suffered a lot of invasions, never was at ease economically, nor was it religiously peaceful throughout history, and its effects are seen even until now. The South, on the other hand, had a much easygoing journey with the invaders and hence remained peaceful in every front for a major part of the history. Hence, the situations aren't the extreme there. It says, thanks for covering this all over the world. Love to all the religions. I don't believe genocide will ever happen in a country like India. It's already happening. Even though I am Hindu, I don't believe that Indian Muslims are discriminated because I have been friends to Muslims and they are very nice people. I have also been friends with Muslims that think their religion is superior. Also, the same with some of the Hindu friends and families. Okay, let's see. Get to a point, buddy. Well, by this I realize it's not about being Hindu, Muslim. We are all human beings. It's just that few of us are raised differently than others. It's all about the surroundings we are in. Some are raised by the thought that Muslims are bad, and some are raised by the thought that Hindus are bad. It rarely comes to a point when we see each other as one. We all are same as one species. It's just that we are separated by religions, and it's totally fine. Uh, I I can't hate your comment, but something is not right with your your thought process, buddy. I can't put my finger on it, but I don't want to read your comment anymore to twist my mind up any further. Another comment, it says, and you will certainly find that people most hostile against the believers are the Jews and the ones who ascribe partners to Allah, polytheists. You will certainly find that the closest of them in friendship with believers are those who say we are Christians. That is because among them they are priests and monks, and because they are not arrogant. Quran 582. Okay, again, I can't say anything, Sarah Kareem. I can't really say anything bad about your comment. But when you start dropping Bible verses or Quran surahs, I always get a bit put off, if you will. Let me read some more. It says, thank you for sharing this with us, but do not tell us only what is the problem. Let us know what solutions we can bring to avoid this or get rid of this. Yeah, well, we can't even have the conversation that it's even a real thing. So we got to get there first, buddy. You only live for a maximum of 60 or 80 years. Do good things, good talk, and help each other. Everyone around you have blood and bone like you. Treat others well, and if you can't, avoid bad talks. No one is better than the other, and die peacefully. Everyone have something good in you people. Find it. I like that comment, the world lover, even though it was all chopped up. Dang, I'm going to be nicer to y'all. My bad. That's a nice comment. Let me read some more. It says, ignorance is taking over India. Indians, please understand that no country can prosperous under hatredness. Love or respect is the solution. Peace in India. Okay, so this was clearly translated. So the last one probably was too. Maybe that's why it was chopped like that. So I need to be nicer. This was clearly translated. Hate is indirectly related to political parties here, which increases during elections. Election passes, but hate may take permanent form somewhere. Ooh. However, most of the people living together peacefully in a large population, and that's our beauty. This comment makes me think, because he said hate is indirectly related to political parties here, which increases during elections. That happens here too, you guys. And then he said election passes, but hate may take permanent form sometime. That seemed to have happened recently in the States, and I think in some other countries, where what they do is they go all the way to the extreme with the like political like identity politics and the really like the mudslinging, ugly, dirty, stuff, right? Just to get the people riled up for the election, get them voting, da da da. They don't really care. They want to get donations. They want people to come vote, da 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 da, and they'll say whatever the hell they need to say. They know what gets people going. So they say the stuff that gets people going. They get donations. They get votes, right? Election ends. those damn ads that they played that were so, they used the damn psychologists, they used the great writers, they used the best lighting, they used the best colors. You know what I'm saying? Those ads are still playing in these people's minds. Y'all played those ads over and over and over and over and over and over on every station for 6 to 8 to a year to 2 years time or whatever, depending on the election in the country. And this stuff, after the election is over, this stuff is still in their minds. And these people, you have done down the community so much that these people think that y'all believe that stuff that y'all are saying. They hold on to them damn ads and think that shit is true. And after the election is over, they're still ignited. And I'm sure that's not what y'all want. Y'all just want them to calm down and relax and wait for the next election, and then you can ignite them again. But sometimes when you got a powder keg in the community, all it takes is a spark, and you didn't lit a flame you can't put out. It's gonna burn around the world. Let me read some more. It says, for great men, they said that earlier, requesting all Muslim brothers and sisters to read this ayahs as much as possible. We place our reliance on Allah, O Lord. Do not make us a trial for the oppressors, 1086, and deliver us through your mercy from the unbelievers, 1087. Always remember, if you can't love other religions, you can never love your own religion. I like that. Every person must defend themselves, but let people just hurt them. That was probably a translation. It's very unfortunate what's happening in India right now to the Muslims and Christians. India was founded as a secular democracy, and people should have the right to practice whatever religion they choose. Nobody has the right to impose their religious beliefs on anyone else. People in India should vote for politicians who condone this type of behavior and advocate communalism and sectarian violence. Sectarian violence. Yeah, this comment makes me think too, because it's like, we were talking about earlier how the Supreme Court, and I'm probably going to get into that some more tomorrow, is, allowing tax dollars to go to these Christian schools. And it's like separation of state. And wasn't the state supposed to be a secular country? I mean, what is going on when does that mix church and state? Is that against the Constitution? These are questions. Damn, I wish somebody was here so I can rest my damn voice, y'all. Y'all left me high and dry tonight. It's okay. I still gave y'all a good show. We're going to keep it moving because I need to cover more on India. I want to cover this good. Let me see. Why are Hindus attacking Muslims in India? Okay, Hinduism and Muslims see eye to eye. This is middle ground. I don't think I could play this. I really want to talk about this one, though. Outrage across India, Muslim home demolished. Oh, yeah, I could play that. It's got good pictures. Do they talk about it, though? And the one about them talking about Muhammad. Let me see. It says, for weeks, Muslims... Hold on. Can y'all see this? Okay, yeah. Oh, shit. Give me a second. Let me go back. Yeah, so a politician made some comments that were derogatory towards Muhammad. But it was really, like I say, it's just political. But at the same time, the Muslims don't care that you are just trying to get votes. Like, you're insulting my religion. It says, for weeks, Muslims in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and beyond have been protesting Their anger was triggered by comments made by a politician from India's Hindu ruling party. In India's state of West Bengal, at least 70 people have been arrested as of June 11th. Harway City in the eastern state imposed a law against public gatherings until I didn't get the date. Police in Uttar Pradesh arrested over 300 people accused of roles in unrest and protests. Authoritarians in northern state demolished homes of other people accused of being behind the protests. So if you get, accused of being involved in the protest, then they'll come and demolish your home. That's kind of like what we was watching earlier when New York mayor talk about taking people's motorcycles and scooters and then they're driving over them with a tractor. Like, this is destruction, y'all. Like, these are the people that's in charge. Like, this is what you do, and like, regardless of how you feel about the situation, you could be on either side of it. But driving over the damn scooters, that just sounds ridiculous to me, regardless of what side. And demolishing somebody's house for being involved in a protest, that sounds ridiculous to me. In May, a ruling party spokeswoman made remarks seen as derogatory to the Prophet Muhammad. Nupur Sharma of the Bharatiya Janata Party apologized for the comments made in a TV debate. Anger deepened on June 1st with a tweet by another Hindu Nationalist Party member. Naveen Jindal later said his social media post was not meant to hurt the community. The ruling party has suspended spokeswoman Sharma and expelled Jindal. India's Muslims reportedly see the events as examples of humiliation under BJP rule. New Delhi police are investigating if false information spread online is deepening unrest. That's funny right there. Let me read that again. It says New Delhi police are investigating if false information spread online is deepening unrest. Okay, let's unpack this for a moment. The police are saying that false information is deepening the unrest. Okay, deepening the unrest. So the people are unrestful about some kind of situation, and then there's some information going around that's deepening that unrest. And that information is false. It's false information that's deepening the unrest. That false information that's spread online is deepening the unrest. So the police have to investigate that. Okay, let's see. This was India's Muslims continue protests against remarks about the Prophet by ruling party officials. Posted by South China Morning Post, June 13th, 2022. First comment. Intolerance always triggers conflict between religious communities, and it becomes even worse if religion is used for political purposes. People fighting over centuries and millennia. Old fiction raises serious questions about the highly celebrated human intelligence. See, People like you need to just not make comments, bro. If you don't really have anything to add to the conversation, then why make a comment, bro? Like this comment that you just made, and people always think you guys talk like this in real life too. Like, like just don't say anything, bro. Like you obviously don't know anything. You people who be talking about human intelligence or somebody being intelligent and shit, be the least educated, least aware, least freaking know thyself, least fucking alive, live in fucking person. Shut up and go sit down somewhere and let other people have a conversation since you don't know anything. Another comment, it says, I find it hard to respect religion sometimes, especially when it goes against common sense. I think that the more I shut my ears to stuff like this, the better off I am. When religion is involved, nothing will end the way either party wants. Peaceful people spreading peace worldwide. Okay. I think there was sarcasm there. If your religion demands you to be angry if someone insults yours, this is the result. So I think that this person thinks that different religions, like specific religions, do that. But I think that whoever you are out there, or people who sympathize with this comment, ask yourself about your own religion. Do you have a religion? Or if you're an atheist or whatever it is there anything in there that tells you you should, what it says, demands you be angry if someone insults yours? So, like, let's say somebody insults science. What if somebody insults your favorite politician? What if somebody insults the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, or some kind of political party you feel you're affiliated with? How would you feel about that? What if somebody insulted your mom, your wife, husband? Or does your dogma or philosophy on life say that you're supposed to retaliate in those situations? Or do you retaliate emotionally in those situations? Or is it ingrained into you, whatever it is? Like I said, you could be an atheist, and I have heard people like, somebody hit you to hit them back, or right? So maybe insults are not somebody physically touching you, so that's a good argument right there. So maybe maybe that wasn't a good example, but I think y'all get what I'm trying to say as far as like, yeah, you don't realize that something could be a religion or something you consider a religion that's not, or maybe your religion, the one that you subscribe to, you say your religion don't say you're supposed to retaliate when somebody attacks it or whatever. But ask yourself, is there anybody else in your religion, someone that you know, church member, mosque member, uh, somebody that goes to the community center or whatever with you, that would react if someone insulted your religion, the same group that you in? Ask yourself that. It says most of them. This is another comment underneath the video. It says most of them didn't know what is the comment. Rest of them no need to discuss about the comment. So many don't know exactly how this started. This is how to do with debate on news channel. A Muslim man insulted Shivling, so the lady questioned him back to know his limits and how he would feel to be questioned about his religion. This escalated and she mentioned the one who must not be named, marriage to 6-year-old. That marriage has been mentioned in their own religious books and verified by scholars multiple times in public. So these people are asking for her death and doing these monkey stunts. So this comment was written by somebody who does know what they're talking about. Again, it's like people, like, they want to sound clever. You don't sound clever to the people that know. You might sound clever to other ignorant people, but you don't sound clever to the people that know. You really sound dumb as fuck. Let me read some more. It says, protest is part of business. There are many protesters who gains money off of. They just need a reason to protest, and they will protest every day and every night. And I hear comments like this all the time, and I think, there is a grain of truth to this, but okay, logically thinking, you guys, the ones who use this comment, could it possibly be all of the protesters are being paid? Could all of those people being paid? All the people that was out there in Black Lives Matter, was they getting paid? All those protesters right now from this video in India, were all of those protesters, all of them were getting paid. Okay, clearly all of them wasn't getting paid. That would be ridiculous, right? So then what's the point of your freaking argument then? There's clearly some people out there who have a problem with what's going on. You pointing out the fact that they pay people to protest doesn't have any real merit. One lady shook 1.6 billion people by saying what is in their books. There goes another comment from earlier. This comes from a hateful place. These comments come from hateful places and ignorance. Let me read some more. It says, background of this commotion on a TV debate on communalism, the politician, a female, said while quoting the Hadith, Prophet Muhammad married a child named Aisha when she was barely 6 years old and consummated the marriage at 9. Muslims all over the world are enraged just because she, the politician, dared to quote a truth. She didn't even make up something untrue. Due to this truth phobia, the Muslims in India have been pelting stones, Molotov cocktails on policemen and security personnel. They are even demanding death penalty for the politician, according to Shariat. Don't know why the Muslims are so angered about this statement. I even checked the same myself, and what she said is completely true. So, I mean, I am not an expert on the politics of India, but another reason why I'm covering this is because I know I have a good audience from India, substantial amount of my audience from India. God knows why. So I feel like I need to learn more about it. So, but at the same time, I do understand politics in general. So that's what the comments that I've been making so far in the video, and a little background on India. But as far as the specific comments that the lady made that made the people upset and protest, I would have to see the clip before I can make, any real, comments on it. So, but as far as the 6-year-old and the marriage to 9-year-old and all of that, I'm sure that is not what it is that has these people upset. Knowing Muslims, I know how they are. I grew up going to the mosque myself. And that is not a thing that really just gets people like, it had to be something else. It says, she said Muhammad married a 6-year-old child, consummated marriage. Why do they keep saying that? Prophet has caused so much loss to humanity. The man is so peaceful, he wants to remove the tickle on her neck. How lovely. It says, timestamp 110. Really thank for bringing this subject. Funny that they are protesting against something written in their religious books. You should just quote from the books. It's a lot of people on here that's really like, see, this is the reason why, we have so much division, because people are just spouting this stuff that they don't know about, and it's coming from a hateful place, and they really don't care. It's all just like, makes it real simple. Muslim bad. It's simple, simple, simple. Keep my life simple. Peaceful community spreading peace everywhere. See, that comment was there earlier. Politics and religions will never ever mix together. Keep them separate. Cannot understand protest for what? For something that is already written. Damn, it goes again. I love what's happening to the world. War, chaos, pandemic, no unity, and etc. The prophecy is real. Desolation, chaos, misery. God, you're depressed, bro. You got a little dose of nihilism, bro. I used to feel like that, and I still kind of do. I ain't gonna lie. So These kind of comments do have an impact on me. He said, I love what's happening to the world. War, chaos, pandemic, no unity, etc. The prophecy is real. There's sarcasm, there's nihilism in there, there's pessimism, there's defeatism, you know. Those are not very positive. Those are not very creative. Those are not very, useful. Okay, hold on. I think I want a little bit more on this topic. Let me see. What was that? There was something about Biden too that I was thinking about covering, but I don't know about this today. I really wanted to hear the Hindu versus Muslim argument. I wonder if I can get that without getting in trouble. Systematic hate speech in India. Anti-Muslim comments. Are Muslims systematically harassed? You gotta ask that question. 57 Muslim countries versus India war. Al-Qaeda threatens India Muslim nation silent. Oh yeah, let me play this because I mentioned Al-Qaeda in another video, and I really want to make some corrections because I was just I be saying shit backwards a lot of times. But Al-Qaeda and threat. This is interesting. Let me play this. Oh, Shember, we want you to be an activist, and don't take our word for it. Look that shit up. Pulley. I'm not sharing. Okay, let me share. My bad, y'all. See, that's what sucks when I'm by myself.